Hi everybody and welcome back to Kevin's Upfront Opinion. Now, this evening I was having a chat with my wife and I said to her, a lot of my videos tend to be about my children. Okay. And what I haven't done really very lot, and I get moaned at about this quite a lot, and for good reason I get moaned about it, don't really speak about my stepdaughter. Okay, now for those who don't know, right, that's that there. There's a picture of her. This one right here. Okay, see that one? One on the left, the pretty one. I like to say she takes after me that way. Ravishing good looks, charm, irresistibility, when nobody of the opposite sex can resist them. I like to say she gets that from me. But she isn't my child. She's my stepdaughter. And she came into my life when she would have been, about 13 and a half, roughly. So I met her mother in, but I'm probably going to get in so much trouble for this. But the September. And she was born in the February. So yeah, she'd be about 13 and a half at the time when I met her. And let's not kid ourselves. She didn't like me. She saw straight through me. And probably because I was a salesperson as well, because I've worked in sales all my life. Okay. But what can I... So, the thing is, what can I say about my stepdaughter without being seen as mean? Because a lot of step parents are actually quite mean about their stepchildren. Whether they mean to or not, they generally are. So what can I say, being honest and without being horrible? First thing, she don't take after her mother, which in a way is a good thing. She don't take after her mother. But does she take after her father? Not really. Because as much as I don't want to slate somebody when they can't defend themselves, to be honest, he's never really bothered with her. And I actually feel sorry. I actually feel sorry for my stepdaughter, Jamie Lee. I really do feel sorry for her because she's got a lousy father who can't be bothered. This is the guy that turned to her and said, I didn't even want you. I didn't want to have any children. What kind of person seriously goes and says something like that? Even if you're thinking it, you do not go and say that. There's some things in life you do not go and say. And did she deserve it? Nah. Whether I've had falling outs with her in the past or not, she doesn't deserve that. But this is what I can say. That considering she's been in my life for 11 years, one, she was one of the reasons that I managed to turn my life around. Because the person I was 11 years ago to the person I am today, and I know it's easy to say that people change, I can actually honestly say I did change. And it's not that I had to, because I didn't have to, but I chose to. And she was one of the main reasons I chose to change. Now, if somebody goes and sends this to Jamie Lee, I will point blank deny that I recorded this. I will say it was AI technology that did it. Or it's been rigged. Because I would not say anything like this to Jamie Lee. And she damn well knows it. Now, one thing I will say is she is a really nice girl. She generally is. Okay. She has pulled a few short straws like a lot of us do in our lives. Now, when it comes to her, I do personally have a few regrets because when she came into my life And even though this is hard for me to actually admit, I didn't actually know how to be a father. I didn't, let alone to be a stepfather. So I had to learn the hard way. It's like simple things, because my father was never around. I never saw my father really until I was, about 18, 19. So I never really had a father figure. Never really even had a mother figure, because my mum was always at work, and it's like I've said to people in the past, after my stepfather died, when I was, about 8, I used to have to get myself to school on my own. Used to come home on my own, do all the housework, and do my own tea and everything. Nowadays, I'd be put into care. But this is where the reality comes in. I wanted to make sure that she got better than I personally had when I was younger. And just because I didn't know how to bring somebody up, because I remember when she first came into my life, it's like a friend of mine, because, I've worked as a door canvasser in the double glazing industry for many years. People would like put their arms around her and give her a hug. I didn't know how to do that. And that's something that still haunts me to this day, because I can do it to my own daughter, but I couldn't do it to her. And it's something I've actually explained to my wife recently, since I had a breakdown, but I didn't know how to do it. And it's something that I should have done, because I always knew, and I've always known, that Jamie Lee wanted that affection, and to be known that everything was going to be okay, nothing was going to go wrong, and that her life was going to be fine. And luckily, at the moment, as things stand, she's doing well, which is the one thing I can say I'm happy, and I can say that I'm proud of her. But she's managed to get married last year. She had a child, and she's doing a better job at being a parent than I can say that I have. And if she can carry on doing that, I can't complain. And that's the one thing that I can say about my stepdaughter, that even though I've never told her that I'm proud of her, or that I love her or care about her, and I've never said that to her, and I'm not about to. I can't let my pride go or anything like that. But I am proud of her, that she's managed to overcome the odds that were put in front of her and managed to achieve what she wanted to achieve. So I'm going to cut it short, because I'm not going to ramble on for like the usual 20 to 30 minutes that I normally do. Okay, so everybody that has listened to me ramble on, thanks for listening. Please do not pass this on to Jamie Lee. I would appreciate it. Anybody that does, you will be cut straight off birthday card lists, Christmas card lists. I will disown you all, okay, and I will find out. Don't you worry about that. And that includes my wife, Joanne. You do not forward this on to Jamie Lee. But otherwise, thanks for listening. And if you are new to the channel, if you could please follow or subscribe, whatever. Okay, but for now, thanks for listening.